Hey yo, what's up, you guys? What's poppin'? All right. Today I'm gonna do something a little different in in my channel. All right. So previously on my video, thank you guys so much. Um, I noticed that one of the comments, you guys were really supportive on my video, so thank you guys so much. We're on the verge of 160 views on my previous video. Thank you guys so much. So now I'm gonna get into this video. This is the 10 things I never learned in high school. Now keep in mind, I have the answers right here in this notepad. I had to divide it into groups. So there are going to be 5 things that I never learned in high school, and the other 5, it's going to be that I wish that I learned in high school. So remember, one's going to be the 5 things that I never learned, and the 5 things that I wish I've learned. Okay, so I'm going to get into this video. The first thing that I never learned in high school was the term real or realistic or realism or anything that's related to what goes on in the real world. For example, one of my teachers that I had, they wanted us to be more realistic. They made us do an assignment, and let's do something more realistic. And so, and all of a sudden, like, they wanted us to be more realistic, but never showed us any example. They just showed us like, they just do an assignment that involves with Harry Potter or anything about their favorite movie, and they don't say anything about realistic, like nothing. I'm like, well, then what's the whole point? And so I made an assignment that I wasn't even a big Batman fan at the time, not just yet, until now. And so I made one assignment that involves Batman, and then afterwards my teacher was like, well, then maybe we should call the police. Well, and they're like, that's how I see more realistically, and I'm more open-minded. I'm like, how is that even more open-minded? Like, what does that even mean? And number 2 is how to be more open-minded. Okay, so so I had an assignment that said, what do we want to do when we grow up? I was like, okay, cool. And so I had a dream of becoming a WWE superstar. And so I said, okay, I want to be a WWE superstar. I want to write that. And then the other people were like, I want to do this, I want to do that. But no, some of them are not really realistically, and some of them there was realistic. And so they never taught us anything about open-minded. They never told us like, but what happens if you don't get to be a WWE superstar, or what happens you don't get to be, what are you gonna do? They never taught us. They just were like, oh, great presentation, and then they just go to their seats. And number 3, math. Math was never my subject in high school. I had a few teachers out there, and then they were such big losers, and then they would talk like super slow, like I just can't even like understand them. And then some of them they talk like super fast, like blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what? And so instead of listening, I just ended up doing this. Like the whole time, and like until like the class was over, just go. That's pretty much it. And now number 4 is the word forgiveness. Like, supposedly when someone hurts your feelings, or someone that's or anything that's or anything that involves with forgiveness. They never taught me how to do that, or unless they probably did. I just don't remember, but I just don't get the term forgiveness personally. I'm not gonna go further more details because I wanna some of them I wanna keep it to myself. But however, they I just never get to they just never get to tell us the lesson about the term forgiveness. And that's pretty much it. Number five, it's gonna be drawing, like art, other like the art of drawing. I'm not a really a good artist at all. Like I just don't know how to draw good. I don't know how to use a ruler. Honestly, it is hard for me to explain how to use a ruler. I only know the ruler, like how to read a ruler by centimeters or by inches. That's all I know. But I don't know how to use like the when you grab the pencil or a pen and you just use the ruler like that so you can make it like a perfect equal line. I don't know how to do that because it's hard for me because I never had art class. All I had was choir, like chorus class and drama, which is something that's I deeply regret taking in school in high school. All right, so now there are the five things that I never learned in high school. So now here goes the five things that I wish I would have learned in high school. And that's the word, starting with number one is the most important thing, determine. Determine, how to be more determined. I just wish like I can show I just wish that I could be really good in sports. Like I really wish I can like show, oh, I can have a certificate or a trophy or like like one of those like what do you call those trophies? I want to call them I want to say trophies for the being a athletic student. But I was never good at sports, and but I really wish that I would have been more determined. Like some of my role models, they show their really determination. Like they show their hard work and their dedication to their work, and what they're trying to achieve. And what they achieve, they take it for like so proud of themselves. As far as, for example, Daniel Bryan, one of the WWE superstars, he showed determination by working too hard because he trained so hard. I don't know if you guys remember this, but back in WrestleMania 30, he defeated all three members of Evolution. The first that he defeated was Triple H. And then on the undercard, he got qualified to compete against Randy Orton and Batista for the triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship back in WrestleMania 30. I don't know if you guys remember this. And he just showed hard work. His hard work pays off, and he became a WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And then other people just didn't think that Daniel Bryan was gonna make it because of his size. And like he was like 5'10", 5'11", and he made it. Wow. And now here's another example. Back in 2006, I don't know if you guys remember this, but if you guys know, you guys are legends. And back in 2006 at WrestleMania 22, another guy like Daniel Bryan, who had like the size of Daniel Bryan, almost the size of Daniel Bryan, under the name of Rey Mysterio. He people didn't knew that Rey Mysterio was gonna win at WrestleMania, and he defeated both Kurt Angle and Randy Orton to become World Heavyweight Champion. The second Mexican wrestler to become a World Heavyweight Champion. And that, from what I've heard, that was a special night for Rey because he dedicated that match to his vato de camarada, his best friend, Eddie Guerrero. And so, yeah. And now number two is computers. Okay, so now this is becoming for YouTube purposes. Usually, some of you guys don't know this, but when I make a video and I just do the video, I say whatever I have to say out of my heart, and I just go ahead and upload it on YouTube without any editing. I really wish I can do any editing, but guys, Bear with me. I'm just a small YouTuber. All right. And number 3 is Spanish. Okay, so some of the words that in Spanish that I really want to pronounce, and it's hard for me to say or pronounce it, and so it's hard for me. I know I'm fluent in Spanish, even though I'm fluent in Spanish, but I just there's a lot of words in Spanish that I just don't know or how to pronounce it. But speaking of which, próximamente va a haber videos en este canal donde yo voy a estar hablando español, y la razón por la cual quise haciendo esos videos es porque quiero que la gente de República Mexicana se comunican con este canal, porque yo también soy mexicano. Para todo mi mensaje, para todo mi México lindo, viva México. Anyways, now number 4 is gonna be work wood shop. In my high school there was I wanted to learn how to wood shop because it was a lot similar to ceramics that I had, ceramics class. But this one I get to do like other types of stuff in wood shop. Like I get to do like bird houses. I could do like all kinds of crap, all kinds of shit. And now I'm like, wow, I really wanted to do that, but instead of that, I never had that. And number 5 is the other important thing is creative. I never get to learn how to. Never learned how to do some like artwork when it comes to or how to be more artistic. And in high school, like I never had an art teacher like that can show me how to like the different types of color tones or anything like that. I just never had to. All right, you guys, that is the vlog. Okay, I'm still, like I said, I'm still new to this YouTube thing, so I'm still current on the angles. I got a new tripod, as you guys can see, and I got another tripod that I'm using. So that's it, you guys. That is the vlog. So smash the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications on, hit the bell button, and remember to hit the like button, you guys. And all right, I will see you guys next time. Yay!